Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you all tonight. It's a very beautiful audience. It seems that my friends from New Haven didn't make it in. I got myself a new outfit for tonight, some new shirt and some boots, just because I wanted to look really nice for you guys. This shirt actually represents the molecular structure for LSD. It does, it really does. So I feel like I'm wearing this enormous shirt-shaped acid tan. But it isn't, so if you come up to me after the show, please don't come up and start licking me. That would never do. So anyway, on with the show. That poo smells like shit, doesn't it? Revolting. It really does. But on that, let me just say, I did a fart the other day. Yeah, and it stank of rotten eggs. It was disgusting. But as I sat there, sort of, well, appreciating it, it occurred to me that I haven't cracked an eggie since about 1982. They all became sort of meaty and gassy, and there was quite a lot of broccoli when I was a vegetarian. But this eggy one just left me feeling all nostalgic. Really weird, really weird. But tell me, seriously, don't you just love that feeling that you get, that numb feeling that you get on your tongue when you eat a bogey after a heavy night on the coke? It's great, isn't it? I love it. I see you nodding your head there. You don't like it, no? You just persevere with eating the bogies in case. I admire your commitment with that. But, and you there, sir, yeah, you're shaking, you're nodding, yeah, you like that feeling. We should talk after the show. I'll give you a lick of my shirt. That's really how I find people to hang out with after gigs, is just come on, make a mild drug reference, and see who laughs most knowingly in my crowd for the evening. That's clearly not true, because this is my debut gig. I've never been on stage. I don't really know how that works, but and clearly I don't take drugs. These two, however, are paying to rights. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'd like to just tell you a bit about myself. I moved down to Brighton from Reading nearly 3 years ago now to be with a girl who's happily now my ex-wife. Honestly. In fact, the period of time from the day I first met her to the day that my divorce certificate landed on the mat, which I framed and hangs in pride and place, it was 2 years and 10 days. So you can imagine what sort of a roller coaster that was. But still, really, the most upsetting thing for me about the whole thing is just that extra week and a half at the end. Fucking loose end. I mean, if I was as OCD as she suggested, that would really fucking annoy me, wouldn't it? But it didn't. I'm fine now. Yes, but that was well over a year ago, and I got this new girlfriend now. She's really helped, and she's opened my mind, opened my eyes also to a lot of new things. Mainly BDSM. If there is anyone here that doesn't know what that is, that's bondage and dominance and sadomasochism. It is great. It's great. It really is. But it does require an awful lot of equipment that incidentally you wouldn't need if you just fucking keep still. So very quickly, you learn the importance of good quality gear. I tried, the first shop I tried, I was just walking through town, and there's a sort of tourist sex shop called Lust up in North Lane. You know the place, it's all sort of sweary cards and boob mugs and willy key rings downstairs. There's all handcuffs and butt plugs and cock rings upstairs. But it's cheap. And it just broke at the most inopportune moment. And that's, I don't want to give you any more details than that, but it's crap. Don't bother going there. Unless you want a birthday card where you're calling somebody a cunt. So I was then wandering through town, through the lanes one time, and I stumbled across this boutique that they've got there. It's called She Said. So I popped in, and it's like a shrine to 50 Shades of Grey. And just a bit lacy for my taste, so that was no good for me. Eventually, though, I got chatting to a friend of mine in the pub one night, and it turns out he's a serious deviant. I just hadn't imagined. But he sent me up to a shop up near the station called Taboo, which is a great shop. You have to ring a bell for them to let you in. VIP, sex. So that's really my bit of consumer advice for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're thinking about this sort of thing, and you really should, is just go straight there. Cut everything else out. Go straight there. But be prepared to spend about 500 quid and walk out with like 2 small bags, an undisguisable bar over your shoulder, and an imminent trip to Dockerell's Hardware for reinforcement supplies. Anyway, that's enough of that filth. Let me get back to me. As I said, I come from Reading originally. I left school when I was 16, much to my parents' disappointment. You see, I'm the youngest of 3 wasters. And they had a small flicker of hope left. But we agreed that I wouldn't have to go back for A-levels if I found a job before the end of the summer. So in that time, I happened upon this chap, this sort of small, fat, smelly, alcoholic Spanish guy called Jose, who was a dental technician, who was looking for an apprentice. Now, a dental technician is the person that makes all the plates and bridges and crowns for your mouth. And so it was that my first professional role was that of a false teeth polisher. Brilliant. So proud. But Jose was an artist and really felt the need to express his creativity through the medium of getting absolutely wankered every afternoon in the pub, leaving me alone in the lab every afternoon. So I was 17 and at my involuntary erection zenith. I was. You know the thing. So it was that one afternoon, sat there as a bored and horny teenager, I picked up one of the sort of larger moulding buckets. And yeah, you see where this is going, can't you? And I proceeded to make a casting of my own proud phallus in pink dental resin. Aye. Foolishly, however, I forgot about the fact that it warms up quite dramatically and as it sets. Even writing that joke made my eyes water. Anyway, in the end, I made quite a nice statuette out of it and just left it on the windowsill to dry out overnight. It was good. The following morning, I turned up at work, and through the door, I could see the head dentist of the practice with it in his hand. He was clearly angry and sort of waving it about like a lightsaber, you know. So I didn't want to get involved in that, so I just saw he was angry. I turned tail and legged it from the building, never to return. But as I walked past the window, I could hear him shouting. And I turned round to see him with this model of my own dick in his hand, just hurling it at me out the window. And I fucking, I missed it. Must have missed me by about like 10 inches, probably. So the moral of that story is that yes, size is important, but no, bigger isn't always better. Before I go, I would just like to say a very quick thank you to our esteemed tutor and compere for this evening, Louise.
Thank you.
I would heartily recommend to anyone to sign up for this this comedy course. It's 8 weeks, 16 hours of your life. It's great fun. Unfortunately, I was late for one lesson, so I missed half an hour. And that was the module where she was teaching us how to write a sort of a strong close. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Good night.